During the break, I had to work the fence composition, and it's so time consuming. I thought I would just get something laid out, and this is a good example of how you might work this thing. Now, I wanted to get the flavor and the movement on this side, and I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm going to take you along a little bit just so you don't feel out of the loop, but a lot of this stuff just takes forever. You're not going to be, it's not going to be fun for you if you have to hang in there the whole time. For example, I'm finding a color I'd like to introduce, and it's this color right here. I'd like to introduce it into the painting and use that as a motif. I don't like this form. I want to get rid of this form, so this is what I'll do. I'd like to have it come in. Yes, I'd like to have it encroach. So this is what you do when you're just trying, because I'm inventing all this. I'm inventing this, so it just may do something like this, just to shake it up. This is my fence proposition here. Yeah. And I'm going to do the same over here. I like just a change of pace. I like this form. And I would like this form to go like this. And I want this form to go around and behind. There we go. Now I'm happy camper. Now I don't know how I'll treat this. I'm not sure how I'll treat this. And I just may you see why it's best that I do my thing. Without you guys taking your time. Okay, so let's look into what we have here. I have a color. I'd like to find a color that's appropriate. Don't go away. Let's see if that's close to it. Not really. I'm going to have to enter in a gray mass. And then I will work this color into it. There we go. That could just about do it. What I'd like to do is to keep that, you see, I'm going to keep that color. I want this color to kind of integrate into this guy. And why, I don't know. I just feel that it would be interesting and beneficial. Now I put logs on the floor. They have these wooden planks in this village, and I'm going to see if I can make that work. I'm not sure. Maybe too much. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I have to see. We'll work as we go. This when you create from nothing and try to make heads or tails of this. It takes quite a while. It just takes quite a while. So just hang in there with me. I'm going to be shooting this, and you'll be able to see how it looks in straight on. Now I want to get a theme right now for my whole painting. So this is what I'm going to do. I want to get a block of color here of value, and maybe up in here and over here. And I will determine what color I want that to be, but right now it's got to be a dark reed. Yes, 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 yes. And what I would like to do now is to integrate a line of light coming from our light source. You see? And this incidentally will be a key for the rest of the painting. I'm keying the next go here now. Actually, it'll be the key for almost everything that's coming down the pike. Over here, that's the theme, and I'd like to pull this like over here too. That would really be cool. And then over here too a little bit. All right. Incidentally, let's talk about the reason I like to use newspapers, stuff like that. Let's get to the nitty-gritty here. People have asked me that. I love the fact that there's a transparency in the imagery. That means that we are experiencing two images at least at the same time, and we're going through space as we go through time. Another aspect that I really like personally for me is the printed word. For me has a very important meaning in that it's a mechanical reproduction of thought. And if I can come in with some artistic feeling, some humanoid form that gives it a sense of poetry, I'm really, really, very happy about that. The support is a real piece. It's a real piece of life that exists. It has its own value. It's giving us a message. It's a foreign message in a foreign language. And I just find that really quite intriguing. And like I say, I like the different reads of reality that you can bring on one surface, on a two-dimensional surface. Now it's up for you to find any other meaning. It's really interesting since I do these things. I've been doing them for quite a few years actually. People always have they read something that I never thought of, or and I'm perfectly okay with that. So that's why I love these lines that go through. You see that geometric form with this organic? That's a nice change of pace, and it's coming through here. It's coming through here. So we're creating definite space. Definite space is going through. It's like a dream world, and that's that. I just wanted to bring that up. Okay, I'll get back to work. You know what I think I'm going to do, you guys? I think I'm going to break here, and what I will do, I'm going to do a lot of research because I have things to figure out, what I want to say, how I want to say them, and I just as soon you come back. I bring you in later on when I have things pretty much worked out. I will explain as we go, and I will be, proactive in that regard, but some things just have to be, they're just too long to decipher. This wall here took a good half hour, 45 minutes with the two, and then I'm not happy with it, so I don't want to take too much of your time. Okay, we're back again. All right, so you guys are going to have to hang in there with me because the idea of this demo is to give you an idea of the thought process and what we're looking for. Though I have to redesign a lot of things here, so just sit back, and I hope this is interesting. I'm not sure it is, but whatever. I have to find a solution for this area here, and I'm going to try to pull it off, maybe something like this. We come down here and then pull this over, maybe pull it over like this. We'll see. This vertical, I'm going to have to let it go. It's just not going to work. So let's just do our thing here. So this is going to kind of come in like this, and we're going to do stuff like this. Just and that should just about do it. Let's hold that now for the time being. Now, I wasn't sure I was going to keep these planks going, but I see a nice designed device I could use. So let's just try that, see if we can pull it through. And then bring it in like this. And then bring it back into our drawing, into our center of interest. It's interesting, when there's snow, they use these planks to navigate their access to the house. That could be something. All right, I'd like to negotiate this. I have all kinds of ideas here, and I will share those with you. Now, this area here has to be designed. I want to be able to redesign this area too. It's interesting when you clean an area, these residue, these leftover images are wonderful, so we'll just go for that. Now I'm finding this color a little too aggressive up here. What I'm going to do, it's too sweet for what I want to say. I'm going to take it down. I just take it down. I see that's what's wonderful about this product. This Pastel is you can just go back into where you were and start over. Now, normally all of these retouches that I do without talking about it. So now I'm kind of forced to. I hope it's not boring, whatever. So I don't like that color mass. I don't like that color mass there. I don't like it there. It's too strong. All right. I'm going to go just a little bit at a time here. I'm going to open up my field of color here. So I can pull through over to here. You understand? So this makes sense. And also, I'd like to pull through here. Now, when we're done, when everything is on the board, what we do is adjust. We adjust. We take some color down, just like I've done here. We add color. We gray color. We intensify color. And we won't know until the whole project is pretty much completed. I don't like these forms, Sarah. So. Yeah, I want to just pull that over a little bit. I need a vertical here, so we will get to that eventually. Want a light there. Okay, that's that. Yes, I want one nice hit right here, and that'll just about do it. Then I want to get a little lighter mass in here. Okay. I want to negotiate. These forms here. I want to negotiate this. These are the planks. They put down. Now, I don't know what this will give, if it'll be appropriate or not. I have no idea, but it's fun. It's fun. It's just, it's what if. If it adds interest to the drawing, all right. Could be. We'll see. Okay, that's that. Let's do our thing here now. Let's give form to the actual fence. Now the fence is important, really important, because it's a wonderful design element, and it's indigenous to this region. And I happen to like it, so. And it brings us really has a nice way of bringing us into the painting. Now, what I want to do is really I've just broken my chalk, which is absolutely a no-no to do. These are so expensive, but you have to do that sometime to get a really nice edge. So I did it, and I'm sticking to it. E basta. You need an edge. You've got to have an edge. And I want to get this color going here. Is that my color? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. All right. What's interesting is they have these supports for their fence, so I think it's really cool because it's falling down, so they just put a nice vertical in there. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's do that. Let's not forget this runner here that keeps them all together, theoretically. Okay. I'm going to pull this guy out and over. And I'm going to put another runner in here just to keep him on his toes. Okay. All right. Could be. Now, I am not sure of what's going to happen next. I'm going to place this on the ground, and I think I'll try to do is maybe let's try and get some kind of a shadow effect. See what that does. I have to see now. I have to see for that. Okay, so let's go. We're going to make, if we're going to make this, if we're going to keep this, we have to generate a shadow pattern. Pretty concise. That could be. All right. Okay, doke. Let's work with this guy down here. Now I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to go back and get the original color and see if I like it. I'm not sure I'm going to be happy with that, but I'm going to try it right now, and I'll get back to you. It may need. We need a color mass. We need another color mass in there. And what I will do is generate the darks. And I will go in with a color and see if that's not too elaborate. Could be good, could be, you never know. You never know. And then we lay our color, and let's get our images up here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Yes, I'm going to go with that color. And I'm going to work this color through the mouse. And just, again, I use that word enjoy. It's so important because the thrill of coming away with an image that has some meaning. You put all your time and effort in it, and if it doesn't make you happy, why do it? But it can be really a fun process. Okay, so I have a color mass. I'm going to try to lose it a little bit so it doesn't, we're not taking over, but what I need now is this. We have to bring this area into this area. And you'll see the right amount, the right amount that works with the painting, with the composition. Now, when we turn a form from light to dark, we try to get an edge. It's called an edge on the form, and that's what I'm doing right there. That makes the transition from one color to another that much more attractive. Maybe that's a little too much. All right. And we'll find our degree, believe me, as we progress. Degree of light and dark. So we've decided that this would be our darkest passage, so we turn here. So let's do that. And we will work with our highlights. Again, I think I'll just keep it up here. Just keep it over here. I'm going to get rid of the red part of this. Here we go. Yes. All right. So let's use our blue right through here. And we will bring up a beautiful nice accent there. Let's see if I can't find something here that I can use that with too. See, now I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm just trying, but you have to try. You have to put it on there. You have to put it in front of your face, or you'll not know if if it has meaning or not. That's too much, and that's fine, and we'll find our way. I would like to get a nice dark right in here. Voila. And then this has a nice little okay. That's not working there, but that's fine. That's fine. These are not working here either, but that's okay. Fine, fine, fine. Will that work? I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm wondering if I can't. I'll just take that off. Let me work with the little dog down here. Get this out of the way. I found this really cool movement in space on the web, and I always wanted to use it. Now I'm using it. I hope I can pull it off. It's just kind of cool how there's just Mirandas, right? You're right. Okay, let's get our little doggy going. Now I'm inversing this as I draw, so we'll see what we got. What I want to do is really place his paws in on the ground. And he has another little guy right over here. I think I'll straighten this up. Now what I've found when I do animals, that if you can get a parallel design on the left and right, it reads better. And if you can, I'm going to put a dark in the middle of the two legs, although it doesn't exist. And I'm going to open up this so the viewer has a good idea of what this is all about. And this dark mask will give you a good feel of what's going on. Other than that, who cares? I mean, it's fun. It always adds interest to a piece. Okay, let's keep this. This is our shadow mouse. There we go. This is our shadow mouse. This is our shadow mouse from this source. Maybe a little more on this angle. Let's just change that a little bit. Maybe I'll pull that over. Alright, let's find how much of the gray we need. I'd like to keep this a little more dense. I'm going to put a lighter form there. And just a little bit of a highlight here. That'd be kind of cool. Right, there we go. That's enough right there. That's it. That should do it right there. Nice. And maybe a little over here, a little there, and on top of the form. Okay, let's use our kind of like that color. I may be putting that color into here. I want to see what I have. Kind of like it. I really like it. It's a nice half tone. I may just keep that. Just think about it. Pull this down a little bit. Voila. Okay, let's bring the form over. All right, that's that for the time being. Boy, did we do a lot of stuff here, huh? Whoa. Let's negotiate some of this form in here too while we're at it. We'll just make it dark, I think. Probably the best solution. And let's do our dark, and let's just put the form here. I want to get a nice okay. All right. Okay, let's break now. We've done a lot. I'm going to work up here later, and I'll get back to you soon. Okay, bye. Okay, here we are. We're back, and this is fun. This is the best part. We'll bring everything together. I put a lighter color for this this gentleman here, and I don't like that. I don't like the color. I don't like the way it reads. So I'm going to do something about it. I'm actually going to even dull it down a little bit. Yeah, this is what I want right here. Yes, yes, yes. I want to turn the corner here. Take a little bit of that color down. Now I'm going to go to my photo, and I'm going to go to the trapper, the hunter imagery. And when you do material, if you can get just one or two reeds of folds, something that really is expressive, and we'll push this inside a little bit. La 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 la. Oh, there's a nice form coming under here. Now this gives authenticity to your model. Now I'm going to come over here. This is the soldier. I just like this paraphernalia better. So let's get this in. Doesn't have to make sense. Double line. Anytime you can, you do a double line. Get a seam in there. That makes clothing. That makes clothing. I'm going to put a nice form here. And that should just about do it. Remember when we started this, I'd mentioned that we're taking elements from so many different places. Now I'm finding that the dog is reading just a little too aggressive for my taste in the page, so I'm going to have to take him down. I'm going to just turn the corner here a little more with this color. And we'll just enjoy this. I'm going to put another mass in here, another color mass, because we can. And let's turn the form just a little more here. Bring in some of the light. I'm gonna find a halftone. It takes out some of the whites. You know what I'll do? I think I will just go I think I'll just go to the canvas, to the paper. I would like him to blend in more. Voila. And I want to get a reed here. Okay, we're going to let that be now. Wait a minute, I'm going to get over here. Maybe I can get some kind of descriptive form here. That would be fun. That would be fun. Little more attitude maybe in the foot. I'm going to make this a little thicker, a little more, maybe a little bigger too. And let's little things like this, little things, that's what makes it, just keep going at it. What you're going to find, you're going to do it, and then you're going to remove it, but you don't know until you do it if it's going to be a good solution. I'm going to get that into a darker color, let it move into space here. Okay. And let's see what we can do here. I'm going to get just one little area. Okey-doke. Okay, we're going to leave that now for the time being. I'm going to open up some area in here. There's a multitude of things I'd like to do, so just sit back and we'll just sit back and relax here. Okey-doke. Okay, let's, I want to work on I want to get a little bit of color up in here, just a little bit. Just indicate the ear. That's all I want right there. That's enough. All right. The nostril has to be a little better designed. Correspond to this one. There we go. Okay. That's enough. Now, I want to go over here. Just want a nice movement through here. I don't like that. So. I don't like that form. Want something like this. Something like like this. And I think I will put a tree form in here. Let's get a nice, real strong shadow in the pattern here. There we go. Same over here. Accentuate that. I'm going to put a top on the form here. A nice shadow right over here too. There we go. And now let's see how much of a read we should give our light source. How much intensity should we allow this to generate? Let's try something. Let's see what we're going to do here. Ah ha ha ha. I'm going to do this. Just want to get a little bit of a highlight. I'd like to do it over here too. Lightest light right over here. Here too, let's do our thing. Now this is a little aggressive, so I'm just going to take it down with a neutral. Take that down. What I want to do is to get a little more green in my reed. See how much I can get away with. I want to just quiet this down a little bit. Just take it out of focus just a tad. And I want to, then I'll establish a nice form right here. I'm going to have to leave this pretty soon because I'm not seeing it exactly as I would like. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot this, and then I have to get away. I've just spent too much time here. I'm not seeing it anymore. And I will get back to you. Looks like we're almost done here. Yeah, I have to live with it, and I'll get back to you later. Okay, see ya. Okay, we're back. As I was away, I was able to work on this on another, a little more of a vertical, and I was feeling my way a little better. So this composition is finished now. I didn't do that much work other than I put some stars in the sky because the name of this paper is The Star in Russian, so that was fitting that we did that. I just adjusted a bunch of stuff, just grayed out areas, and yeah, it's finished, and we have a video that we're working on now that has all the explanations of how you can just, put your newspaper on a support if you care to do that, and also I will have an idea of a good set of pastels if you want to try to do this. Thank you for hanging in there, and hope to see you soon. Bye.